Hi, MBH Recap here. Today I am going to explain 2015 drama romance movie begins and we see an 18-year-old boy named Jack. Jack comes to his house for his vacation. Jack meets his father here named David. Seeing both of them talking, we know that Jack doesn't get along with his father, so he doesn't talk much to his father and goes into the room. Jack's father tries to talk to Jack, but Jack doesn't talk to his father. Next morning Jack wakes up and he comes to the balcony and smokes a cigarette. Jack sees a girl in his garden, so he comes down from the room to see the girl. Just then its father comes here and he tells Jack that girl is the maid of their house whose name is Maria. Maria is 40 years old. David introduces Maria and Jack to each other. After this, Jack takes his camera and goes to shoot the photo because Jack loves to do photography. When Jack comes home after the photo shoot, he meets Maria here. Both start talking to each other. Jack tells that his mother died when he was child, after which his father got his second marriage, but Jack doesn't like his other mom at all and that's why he hates his father. The next day Jack goes to photo shoot again. Jack was doing photo shoot when a girl comes to him and talks to Jack. This girl asks Jack to walk in the bushes with her because she wanted to be physical with Jack, but then Jack sees Maria here who is going from here with a bicycle. Jack ignores this girl and leaves for home. After coming home, Jack hides and clicks Maria's photos. Then when Jack comes to the kitchen, then Maria asks about that girl and says that you should not have come home so early, rather you should have spent your time with that girl. But Jack ignores Maria's words because he was getting attracted towards Maria himself. Both talk here. Jack tells Maria that he feels very comfortable with her. Jack shows Maria some pictures of his mom and says that she looks like her mom. After listening to Jack, Maria also tells Jack about her past. Maria says that she got pregnant when she was 16 years old, and when she was pregnant then her boyfriend also left her, and even after all this she gave birth to her child. But the sad thing is that she could not keep that child with her for a long time. Maria and Jack are slowly getting closer to each other and they share every secret they share with each other. Next we see David, who wanted to talk to Jack to fix his broken relationship, but Jack does not want to talk to his father, so he gets angry with him and leaves from here. The next day Jack's father is out for office work. Maria and Jack were alone at home. Maria tells Jack here that you should not talk like this to your father because he is your father and he loves you so much, so you should talk to him well. Jack doesn't pay much attention to Maria's words here. While sleeping at night, Jack looks at Maria's photos in his camera. Looking at Maria's photo, Jack masturbates here, and like every boy he gets sleepy and he goes to sleep. The next day we see Maria's ex-boyfriend who comes to meet Maria. Maria talks to her ex-boyfriend. Jack hides here and listens to them. Maria's ex-boyfriend tells Maria that he still loves her and if Maria wants, these two can still live together today, but Maria refuses to live with it, so Maria's ex-boyfriend quietly walks away here. Now the next day is Jack's birthday. When Jack comes to her kitchen early in the morning, Maria wishes it a birthday. Jack is also very happy to hear this. Maria asks, what gift do you want for your birthday? Then Jack says that I don't want any gift, but I want to touch you in return for a gift. Hearing this, Maria feels very strange and she refuses to do so, but Jack doesn't listen to Maria and he starts touching her. Maria doesn't like this, so she gives Jack a slap. That's when their doorbell rings. When Maria opens the door, then a girl came outside here. It was the same girl that Jack had met that day in the park. Jack comes out with this girl. This girl talks to Jack and she tells Jack to get physical with her, but Jack doesn't like this girl, so he doesn't talk much to this girl and goes home. Coming home, Jack sees that Maria was crying. Jack comes to her and he tries to talk to Maria. Jack tells Maria that he is like her son, so he wants to hug it. Maria obeys Jack and she hug it. As soon as they hug each other, both of them stick. Jack wanted to be physical with Maria, so he starts kissing it, but suddenly Maria doesn't like anything and she stops Jack from kissing. Maria gets up and leaves from here. Then Jack also follows her. Maria tells Jack that what these people were doing was wrong because she is 40 years old and Jack is only 18, so she has no future. But Jack tries to convince Maria that Maria agrees with Jack and it gets physical with Jack. After getting physical, Maria tells Jack that he should have a good talk with his father. The next day when Maria was working in the kitchen, then Jack comes here. Jack was kissing Maria, but then his father comes home. Seeing his father, Jack turns away from Maria. David wishes Jack birthday and also gives him a gift. David invites Jack over to dinner, but Jack refuses to accompany them and he gets angry with his father and leaves from here. After this, Maria comes to Jack and she tries to convince Jack and says that he's your dad, so you shouldn't have talked to him like that. Jack listens to Maria and he comes to his father and talks to him. David learns here that Jack thinks he married again because he doesn't love Jack's mom. David here explains to Jack and says that he married for the second time so that he could take good care of Jack. David tells his son that he loves it so much and will continue to do so. David had a lot of drinks, so he falls asleep right here. The next day we see Jack and Maria together. Maria brings Jack to her house. Jack is very close with Maria Harrigan, so Maria tells Jack here that when his son was child, so then he had an accident due to which he was killed. Saying this, Maria starts crying, but Jack calms it down. Jack has a physical with Maria. After this, when Jack comes to his house, he talks to his father for the first time here. David is also overjoyed to see Jack talking. Well, now the holidays were over, so Jack was about to go back to the hostel. Jack packs his things, and when he meets Maria, kisses her goodbye. On leaving the house, we can see that Jack hugs his father. By seeing this, we can understand that Jack has forgiven his father. Their relationship is now completely fine, and Jack leaves from here. Next we see Maria, who comes to her house. Maria visits her mother and tells this to her mother. She is pregnant. Hearing this, Maria's mom hugs her and starts crying. The child in Maria's stomach was that of Jack. In the last scene we see Maria very happy with this. The movie ends here. Thank you.